Well, good afternoon. My name is Don Jakes, and I am the Deputy Information Officer for the Great Basin National Incident Management Team 2, and I'll be providing you your October 11th afternoon update on the August Complex Northeast Zone. I want to go ahead and start by just sharing a few of the conditions that we've had out there today. As you know, yesterday we did have some precipitation on the fire, and the humidity from that precipitation, that continued on throughout most of the morning. We do have some of the humidity too on the various fuels and things that are there on the ground as well. And so the fire behavior today has again been very moderate, which has allowed us to be able to get in and do a lot of really good productive work today. We've also had very clear air, and so our helicopters and other aviation assets have been able to get out and help us in assisting to control and fight this fire. I want to orientate you to the map again real quickly. We have kind of off to the eastern portion of the map, Redding, Paskenta over here to the southeast. This is the Highway 36 corridor as it progresses kind of north of the fire area, through the fire itself, and then on over to the town of Fortuna. This here is the South Fork of the Trinity River as it continues down into the fire in this location here. So today, let me give you an update as far as the activity, some of the firefighting efforts that have been taking place. I'll go ahead and start off kind of in the western portion of the Northeast Zone. Here in the area of Progeny and Irish Mountain, fire crews have been able to get a lot of really good work in here today, coming along the 14 road, mopping that area up, and along some of our primary control lines here to the north, going ahead and strengthening those lines using massicators, as well as utilizing some of our helicopters to strengthen the lines by placing retardant along some of the ridge tops in this primary line location. Also, fire crews in one of our lines coming down to the Trinity River, they've been putting in hose lays and going in there over a mile, really, of area where they're installing hose in an effort to be able to utilize this as a control line if in the future we are needing to go ahead and complete some burning operations here or also as a primary line. Fire crews continue to strengthen some of the other contingency line further to the north here, but this area is looking really good. So we're really pleased with the work that's going in there, and we're hoping the next few days that we'll be able to, again, tighten this area and secure those lines so this is not a further concern. I am pleased to say that south of Post Mountain and into the area here south of Highway 36, fire crews continue to mop up this area, and we're hopeful that by tomorrow we may be able to add some what we're calling black line to the map. And black line is line what we're calling contained. And so we hope that may be the case, that we'll be able to actually show that to you for tomorrow. As you progress a little bit further to the east, the area that we're calling the thumb of the fire, that's kind of this kind of area that's east of some of the more straight line of the fire perimeter. Fire crews have been working along this eastern edge, going in and strengthening this line, and also going into some of the areas that of the kind of really jagged, unburned edges of that fire, and utilizing some firing operations, burning out some of the vegetation there to be able to have a straight and a very controllable line. A lot of people ask, well, why are you using fire to necessarily fight fire? Well, that's one of the tactics that we have as firefighters, that in these cases where there's a real potential that if we're not able to go in there and clean that up under favorable conditions, that the fire, if we should have wind that wants to kind of push that out, there's a real threat that it could go ahead and progress and then move into areas that we don't have any other control lines. So the effort really is to go ahead and clear that vegetation out in advance of an uncontrolled event where the fire, again, might escape and then cause us additional problems. So this area is looking very good today. The fire did stay within the same footprint of here, and we're hoping, again, just like we were up in the Progeny area, that in the next few days we'll be able to go ahead and further secure those lines, and again, with the ultimate goal of adding containment to that area. One other area I want to talk a little bit about is just south of this location here. As you progress down into some of the Pony Buck Mountain area, fire crews continue to mop up some of the burning operations that they had done before, as well as looking at going into some of the old burn scar of the Buck Fire of 2017 and going directly to the fire's edge, mopping up and in the attempt to go ahead and secure this so that the fire doesn't have a way to escape and move into the area further to the north. So that's a little bit of an overview for what's been taking place this afternoon. As always, we encourage you, if you have additional questions, seeking additional information, to go to our August Complex INSEE website, or to look at the Six Rivers, the Shasta Trinity, and the Mendocino National Forest Facebook page. Thank you for your time this afternoon.